Hey, what's up everybody? Jake here and welcome to the hobby. I have a really special treat for you guys because I have in front of me what is probably $50,000 worth of Pokemon cards, give or take. I'm not exactly sure how much value is inside of this one single plastic tub that I have quite a few of actually. And honestly, this is a very unique plastic container that's storing Pokemon cards right now, because this plastic container is the one that I use specifically for this channel. So a lot of times when I have videos where I'm talking about graded Pokemon cards, vintage Pokemon cards, sealed products, I will have cards in front of the video so that I have something to talk to, a talking point pretty much, and to give you guys examples. And honestly, this box is where all of those cards come from. This box contains a lot of cards that you're going to recognize from my PSA opening, PSA submission, from my Instagram, from my display in the background, from my talking point videos, pretty much from all of my videos. The cards from them are inside of this container. And so I just want to crack it open and show you guys what's inside. And actually, a gentleman purchased a card from me recently for a very high amount of money, and I actually have to grab that card out of this container. So I think this is like the perfect opportunity just to share with you guys what I have inside of this weird container. It's going to be very cringy how I keep some very expensive Pokemon cards, but I think it will be fun as well. So let's crack this baby open and see what's inside. I am really excited about this because I don't even know exactly what's inside of this plastic container, but I think there should be around $50,000 worth of Pokemon cards inside here, give or take. I'm just going to start grabbing stuff and going over it. These are two Poncho Pikachu from a recent video I did, so that's why they're at the very top, but a lot of the other things inside of this container is super messy. I have no idea how I'm going to edit this video. I imagine I'm just going to tally up the value of every single card inside of this container as we go over it. Some of the stuff at the very top are going to be things that you're going to see directly on my display case in the background, cards that I've talked about on my videos I use as talking points. So a lot of the cards inside of this box are pretty much straight up props that I would use in my videos. And they're all really messy all over the place. I have cards from recent Instagram photos that I put up and all kinds of other stuff inside of here. I'm gonna be interested to see how much value is inside of this giant plastic container because I don't know exactly. It's a lot, and I am looking for a card inside of this container. You'll know it when it comes up because there's only one single Magic the Gathering card inside of this container. I used it once on a video to be like, oh, by the way, I also collect Magic the Gathering card, and I don't really need it for anything. So I ended up selling the card. The gentleman who bought it from me paid quite a bit for it, but I'm also looking to make a pretty large purchase pretty soon, so that card will pretty much pay for the purchase on its own. And you guys are going to be really excited to see what the total value inside of this plastic container is. Honestly, it's really cringy how every single card in here is just stacked upon each other. A lot of time people ask me how I store my Pokemon cards. I promise you I store it better than this. This box specifically is just really haphazard. And hey, there it is. This is the card that I just sold. It is a Magic the Gathering Soul Ring, a very cool card. Pretty much everyone who plays Magic the Gathering knows exactly what this card is. It is a very prestigious card, and I just sold it recently, so I'm going to be shipping this card out to the buyer pretty much. And this is a really cool card. I'm pretty much selling a cardboard ring to buy a real ring, so there you go. Now you guys know. We have ourselves some other really cool cards in here. A lot of Pikachu cards. There's a reason why people say I am a Pikachu collector. I'm not a huge fan of Pikachu. I know that sounds crazy. I like Pikachu a lot, but the big part about why I collect Pikachu promo cards is that they're just so unique. They're so different. There's just no other category to put them in because they're a real category on their own. If you collect Charizard, then you're straight up just collecting Charizard. But when you collect Pikachu promos, there's so many varieties, right? There's Winter, Pikachu, there's Easter Pikachu, there's Pikachu for pretty much every single occasion you can think of. So that's why I enjoy collecting Pikachu, because they're so different, so varied. Here we have the Easter Pikachu, and right after that we have the Shibuya Graffiti Pikachu. So all kinds of different varieties, and wow. I'm not sure how I'm going to edit this video, because this is just going to be hot mess is what I'm going to call it, because I don't know how I'm going to be able to tally all this up. It's going to be a grueling task on my end to tally up all the value inside of this video. And I'm going to be interested to see if I get even close to 50,000 inside of this container. All right, we're about a quarter of the way through. I'm bored of looking at the cards, so we're going to be going over some other stuff next. And we got ourselves some sealed Japanese booster pack. These are Japanese booster packs that have actually been graded. PSA 10, so that's a pretty cool one. Not a lot of people have these. I think they're really neat as well. Here we have some base set booster packs that have also been graded. PSA 10, and a big part of these were PSA actually reached out to me and said that they had a brand new container or case or slab, however you want to call it, for graded booster packs. And I said, sure, you know what? I'll give it a shot. I'll try out your graded booster pack service. And I do think they're really cool. Here we have a PSA 10 Charizard booster pack straight from 1999. So these are really cool. Kind of expensive right now. If you can find one of these on the open market, I think they're kind of neat. There's still quite a few unlimited booster packs left. If you're looking for the first edition one, those are super challenging to find, but base unlimited is still very, very affordable, and there's a lot of them out there. So if you want to get some graded booster packs for yourself or ungraded booster packs and pretty much grade them yourself, then you can do that. I gotta take this Hidden Fates tin out of there. I have no idea why this is in there. This has been inside of my container for months and months, and I've never taken it out, and I don't know why it's there. That's a weird one. I probably had it stowed away when I was moving, and I just ended up never taking it out. This card is really cool because I actually know exactly how I got this card. I bought this card from SM Pratt, which is another pretty large collector, and I bought it from him for $30, and I think this card is going for, I don't even know, $200, $300 right now, something pretty ridiculous. I bought it from him like 2 years ago, and it's already worth that much. But I will say the last 2 years is really unique because of how much the hobby has really boomed. I don't expect that to occur again anytime in the near future. Oh yeah, here's the XY Evolutions Charizard that I sent away to get graded. I spent $200 to grade this card because I was so confident it would be a PSA 10. I wasn't super confident. I was like at least like 40% confident that it would get a PSA 10, and 40% is good enough odds, I'll be honest. If that card came back as a PSA 10, it would have been completely worth it. Here's a cool one. We got ourselves a full art Ultra Prism Lily, one of the most expensive full art trainer card in English. I spent an exorbitant amount of money purchasing that Lily, but I dig it. It's such a cool card, and I'm still waiting to get enough full art trainer cards together that I can pretty much have a display of trainer cards. I just don't have that yet. I have a ton of trainer cards that are away at PSA being graded. A lot of trainer cards value have gone down over the last couple of months, and honestly, that's completely to be expected because the hobby was just so booming. A lot of people didn't have graded full art trainer cards because no one graded full art trainer cards. They just didn't think that they were going to be any valuable, and I didn't have any graded trainer cards inside of my collection either. So then suddenly when everyone is trying to get graded full art trainer cards, there just wasn't any supply on the open market, and graded trainer cards just went through the roof in terms of prices. But after, you know, a year or two, I knew prices would come back down because 4 trainer cards are pretty rare, but they're not that rare. And after a couple of years, they're going to come back down in price because there's people like me who have, you know, 50 or 100 graded trainer cards that are at PSA. I know people with over 1,000 cards at PSA. I know people with 10,000 cards at PSA. I remember a year and a half ago, I made a video and I said PSA has a backlog of millions of Pokemon cards. And I remember the comment section was grilling me on it. They're like, that's impossible. There's no way that PSA has millions of Pokemon cards in storage just waiting to get graded. And I said, yeah, bet on it. It's definitely there. I know people with thousands of Pokemon cards at PSA, and it doesn't take that many of them to reach 1 million cards. It gets to that number very, very quickly. And it did get to that number. And PSA, they still completely overestimated how quickly they can go through that backlog. They expected that by July, they would be reducing prices for their submission and they start opening up doors again. It's currently October and they still haven't opened up their doors yet. They closed their doors in February of this year. It's been 8 months. And they still have not opened their doors. They're still trying to go through their backlogs. They still have cards that were submitted over a year ago inside of their backlog. They're still that far behind. They're not even close to opening their doors yet. So it's pretty ridiculous how far behind they truly are. But I'm not sure how much value we've reached so far in this video. It's probably gone up pretty high. I'm going to be interested to see how much money or value is truly inside of this box. This is literally my props box, guys. I use this box to showcase cards on my channel. And this box also has a lot of graded Pokemon cards that I sent away recently over the last year or two, and I just got them back. So this container has a lot of them. I don't know what I'll do with some of the cards yet. Sometimes I'll send cards away to PSA. Like some of the cards that I sent to PSA were from a year and a half ago and I'm just getting them back now. And I'm like, oh yeah, I sent that card away, didn't I? What did I want to do with it again? I'm not sure. But a lot of the cards in here are for discussions. So here I have a CGC birthday Pikachu. This was a card that I graded with CGC myself because I wanted to see how CGC's service was. That card was shipped away as soon as CGC opened their door. Over a year ago, I think, was when CGC started. Here we have a Beckett BGS 9. That is a sparkly one. I can see why people like the different cases. There are some very cool cases. Some people think the PSA case is a little bit bland, but that's on purpose. So the PSA case is meant to look boring because it's not meant to take away from the visual appeal of the card itself. You're not meant to look at the cool case. You're meant to look at the cool card. So that's why so many of the PSA case is meant to be pretty bland, pretty boring, and things are changing. A lot of the new graded Pokemon companies who are grading Pokemon cards right now, they're doing some very visually appealing cases because they want the case itself to be a display piece. All right, we've pretty much gone through all of the graded Pokemon slabs. There's still a couple left. But last thing I want to showcase is this lunchbox, which contains a lot of valuable Pokemon products in itself. We have here a sealed fossil Japanese booster pack from the 90s. So that's pretty expensive. Next up, we got ourselves another sealed fossil booster pack. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Let's see how much value I can rack up. Jungle booster pack, long sleeve. This one's really interesting. I got this booster pack for free for buying another booster pack. So that was pretty interesting. Someone gave that to me just because I bought some other booster pack. Here we have some Generations booster pack, which is the pretty much the first version of Celebrations. This is our 20th anniversary set. You can even see the 20th anniversary stamp right there. It's very similar to the 25th anniversary stamp. And I have a couple in here. So I think I have a total of 4 booster packs because I have a whole entire set of Generations in here. Why not? Just happens to be in there. This lunchbox just contains random stuff that I bring up to talk in videos every now and again. We have a sealed Mimikyu ungraded right there. Those are pretty hard to find nowadays and gets pretty expensive as well. Some more vintage booster pack inside of a random lunchbox. This is literally how I keep my vintage booster packs, guys. Completely sealed inside of a lunchbox, inside of a plastic container. I dig the plastic containers though. I think they are really affordable way to just store your Pokemon cards because they're waterproof, they're rat proof. You know, rats can pretty much chew through a cardboard box, but no rat is going to be going through this plastic container. It, like I said, it's waterproof, it's pretty much weatherproof, earthquake proof. It's not fireproof, but if I'm in a fire, this plastic container is not my first priority. As much as I value my Pokemon cards and my collection, this plastic container is not going to be my first priority. I'm just going to be happy if I am healthy, that my loved ones are doing okay. You know, like that's what's important inside of a fire. Don't be running around trying to save your collection. I don't know how often that's going to happen though. My house is fairly secured, so I'm happy in the knowledge that I think I'll be okay if anything ever were to happen. Man, I did not realize how many Generations booster packs I had inside of this little plastic container, way more than I thought I did. These are Spanish booster packs. We have a whole entire set. We have the Blastoise Spanish booster pack, the Venusaur, as well as the Charizard. Jake, when you're editing, just put the value on all three of them together. Got ourselves a PSA 10 Japanese 1996 base set booster pack, the 291 yen version. There's another version of the exact same booster pack, but it is the 300 yen version because 300 yen, it's a nice round number. The 291 yen version is a little bit more affordable, but most people will pretty much price them the exact same. So this is my plastic container where I'll have a lot of my display pieces. One last item inside of it, and it is a PSA 9 base set booster pack featuring Charizard. Very cool. Alright everybody, that's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy seeing my plastic container that is normally used to house all of the cards that I talk about on my videos. And I'm really glad I was able to pull this Magic the Gathering card out. It was pretty much used as a prop for one of my videos where I just talked about how, oh, by the way, I do collect other stuff, including, you know, comic books, graded Pokemon cards, video games, all kinds of different stuff. When you collect stuff, you usually don't collect one thing. I'm a collector. I love collecting a lot of other stuff outside of Pokemon cards as well. But yep, this card's going to be very valuable one day, but not today. It's already valuable enough. I pretty much sold a soul ring to purchase my own ring. Very, very cool. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.